Hi, today I'm going to be telling you about craters on the surface of a planet or moon. So first, what is a crater? A crater is something that forms when something like a comet or an asteroid hits onto the surface and creates a bowl-shaped hole. There's also ejecta rays that are formed by pieces of rock coming out from the area. So with this, we're going to study how it looks, and we're going to also identify the parts of the crater. For making the lunar surface, which we're just going to pretend this is the moon. So first, we're going to add all-purpose floor for the bottom layer, and it's going to be about 1 inch tall. Then sprinkle it with colored rice, or colored rice which is dyed by food coloring, or you could just use sprinkles if it's easier for you. Then use coffee powder. If you don't have coffee powder, you could use cocoa, or you could just color the all-purpose floor to make the top layer. So then after that, we're going to hit it with a rock and identify the parts. Okay, let's start preparing the surface of the moon. First add floor, and it needs to be about 1 inch thick. So if you have any, use a ruler. This one doesn't use inches, so 1 inch is about 3 centimeters. Now that we added the floor, now it's time to sprinkle the rice. This would represent all of the mineral diversity there is on our planet. And now we're going to add cocoa powder for the final layer. Let's continue. It's a bad idea just to dump it in, or you will quickly lose all of the powder. So it's a better idea to just simmer it over the surface. Now we created our lunar surface. Might have some hills, but best to have a flattened surface so you can easily see the ejecta rays. Okay, now let's start with the biggest space rock. Okay, welcome back. So here is the crushed asteroid. Pretty devastating. So the white marks coming out are all the ejecta rays. And you can see they even go out from the simulation area. So, and all of the colored rice also simulates the mineral deposits in there. And you can see how much minerals there were by just the amount of rice going out. So that means this is a very mineral planet. And also look, the rock stayed in right there because I actually threw it straight down. Sometimes it would just bounce off. And let's see if that could happen to any of other smaller rocks. I'm going to drop the next rock, the second biggest rock, at an angle of 45 degrees. So look, because of the angle that I threw it at, the ejecta rays are going this way instead of the back. So by which way the ejecta rays are going, we could tell which angle it came at. Now the third spacecraft has crashed. And look, since I threw it at an angle of 165 degrees, it just plowed through. Probably not supposed to happen in space, but it happened anyway. So that also means if an asteroid is coming at this angle, it probably means it's not going to have a deep crater and also not going to have such long ejector rays. As you can see, the longest one is only about a centimeter compared to the 9 centimeter one made by the second asteroid. This rock is a small space rock, as you can see, and bounced off and dropped at a height of 40 centimeters. And also, as you can see, the ejector rays in this are also small. So, for the first rock, which is this one, it crashed straight at an angle of 90 degrees and it's the biggest at 4 centimeters wide. It dropped from 32 centimeters and its longest ray is 7 centimeters. Then, asteroid number 2, this one, which crashed right here, if I remember properly, like this, and its longest ejector ray being 9 centimeters long, and also dropped at a height of 32 centimeters. Asteroid number 3 had dropped at an angle of approximately 165, as of having an angle, the longest ray as only 2.5 centimeters, and it crashed like that. And finally, asteroid number 4, which got this tiny crater, has only a tiny ejector ray that's only 1.5 centimeters and also dropped at 40 centimeters. So this is the result of an impact of space rocks on a planet or a moon. First, the asteroid polarizes the ground, then it makes ejecta, then brings out all of the minerals in its path, and finally creates a crater. This is how craters are formed on a surface of a moon or a planet.